I did it, y'all. And here I am with a post-show recap. I'm Fran of Body by Fran Training, and this is the last installment of my Bikini Prep 25 because I did the show. All right, so take a look over here. Here is me walking on stage, doing my thing. I was pleased. I was very pleased. I took first place in the Masters over 45. There were two of us. And I took fourth in the open class A. There were 6 of us, and I got moved around center quite a bit. So it was really exciting to see that I didn't get last, with a bunch of younger, beautiful athletes. So that was good. So I just want to sort of recap what happened. The last week, peak week, and then the show. Okay, so my coach and I had a peak week strategy that we had practiced out, and we were going to gradually load carbs and fats throughout the week, drop the protein a little bit, and see what happened. And honestly, the Friday before, I pretty much was eating mostly carbs and fats. Lots of rice, lots of cashew butter, that kind of thing. And then Saturday morning, I ate a scone. So I munched on a scone backstage, brought all my prep food, but the chocolate chip scone was the thing I really liked. And I think that I smoothed out nicely. Now we can see, here is before smoothing out, and then here's show day. So I can see a little bit of a difference. I'm softer, not quite as hard and lean. And so that worked really well. This time I didn't dehydrate either. I mean, it's so many years later. We don't have to do that. Drop the sodium, drop the water, try to dehydrate. And it's a bikini division, so you don't want to look dry and hard. So that was a plus too, that I got to stay hydrated the whole time. Backstage, this show, the Excalibur in South Carolina, was run really, really well. Very nice people in the South. It was a small show, and they cared very much about each competitor. They had a tanning station in the back, so even if you did your own tan, which I did, I'm a DIY gal, they glazed us and they fixed any things going on with our tan before we got on stage. And how fantastic is that? That's always a bone of contention with me, is not having mirrors and trying to figure out if my tan's on right, or if I have any like weird lines or markings or anything. So that was really, really cool. Let's see what else. And then afterwards, a lot of people tend to feel down after a show, and I haven't experienced that. And that might be because this was sort of a one and done for me. I'm really not looking to go to nationals, get a pro card. I've been through all that before, back in the 90s. It was all about that with doing fitness, and I got to get to nationals, and I got to get a pro card, and I want to do this. And, it's so much more fun to just go and see how well you can do. To me, I was competing against my 29-year-old self back at nationals when I was worried about it. So here I am. Here's my little butt. And here's my butt now. And I think I did what I set out to do. Not saying there's anything wrong with going for nationals, it's just not where I'm at. If I were to compete again, I don't know. Maybe I'd do a national qualifier, maybe I'd see where I stand, but I don't have the delusions of grandeur of becoming an IFBB pro and being, this big name in the bodybuilding world. I'm very happy with where I am. And with that being said, I've already got some people asking for coaching for bodybuilding, and that's interesting because I haven't done that in 11 years. I did it for over a decade, but I haven't done it in over 11 years. So I got to put my thinking cap back on and see about doing that. I did meet one pole competitor who would like to try their hand at bodybuilding, so I offered a package, and we'll see what happens with that. So maybe that'll be something I'm doing in the future. Definitely posing, if anybody's interested in posing work. please just reach out, shoot me an email. We can do that online. That's my favorite thing to do. And I was a posing coach for a gazillion years for everything from bodybuilding, fitness figure, bikini, fit model. That's how we used to pose in bikini. Wellness, I can figure that out even though I don't have a nice butt. It's tiny. But that's it. And that's the story. The show was absolutely amazing. And I really wasn't sure that I was going to make it this far. But I feel healthier and stronger than I have in a long time. So right now I'm working on my reverse diet. I'm just adding some foods back in slowly. And if you remember, I had told you about some digestive issues I'd having when I started the prep in the one episode that says I failed my prep. Check that one out. And now I feel like I can eat so much more. I feel healthier. I feel like my stomach doesn't hurt when I eat certain things. So I'm going to be very careful with what I put back in. And I'm sure that it's the lack of sugar that really helps a lot too. So I'm trying to stay away from that. Although I did have a chocolate chip brioche bun with cream cheese before because why not? Anyway, thank you so much for following. And who knows, maybe I'll do this again one day, but probably not. If you want to subscribe, there will be much more poll content coming on here now that I'm done with this prep. But thank you for playing along. I appreciate y'all. Train smarter, not harder.